Kim.
No, Gragson out of the care center after into the wall and out of the race. What happened?
I just got loose in turn one. We were battling, being pretty loose in one and then three to start the race, and then nobody got into me. I was all alone. I just started bouncing and got loose. So I was trying to just limp it till we could get to the caution, tighten up a little bit, but yeah, it just took off on me. So definitely a bummer super early in the race, but thanks to Overstock.com and this whole number 10 team, it hasn't really been the weekend we would have hoped for through practice and qualifying, and now on into the race, wrecking out so early. But appreciate all the fans for all the support, and we'll go on to Indy. Indy will be fun next weekend, and try and enjoy that.
That confusion and disappointment in Noah's voice, that is the challenge of this car. You hear so many drivers, Kyle Busch has talked about it. It's hard to know what the limit of this car is. This isn't a new car by any means. They've been racing it for several years, but they're still trying to figure it out. That thing was turning around backwards before he knew it.
As we see right here, Ryan Blaney coming to pit road, strategy call 3 laps before the end of the stage. He's not going to be alone. There's going to be a bunch of takers behind him. Pit road will close next lap when the leader comes to the start finish. So on board with Ryan Blaney, such a great view. Marty.
Look at the left-hand side of your screen. All those cars coming to pit road. Blaney pretty happy with his race car. A little bit better than practice yesterday. Just needs a little bit of rear grip. That's his only complaint, but just one number. Ty Gibbs pitting in front of you, Parker.
Right, Marty. He was the leader at the start of this race, won the pole, fell back to 6th, came on the radio and just said, I'm super loose from that heat cycle on tires. So they decided to flip this stage, as you see here. 4-year tires full of fuel leads away.
Interesting that these guys decided to pit at this situation. Remember, we had a yellow, 10 or 12 laps ago, which was another option. But, it's not that I don't like it. It's just interesting. Now we'll see if I think everybody had efficient enough pit stops to stay out in front of the leader. You could do all the math you want, Rick, but if you have a slow pit stop, you still have an issue. There's Larson right there. You see the 71 of Smith. You see right there, next in line. I think that's a two-eccentric. Here's Bubba Wallace still battling to keep Truex behind him, doing a nice job coming to 1 to go in the stage.
So differing strategies, and we knew that was going to be the case here at Pocono. And Steve, I actually asked you this question about 4 hours ago. If you were Martin Truex Jr., who we thought had one of the best cars, would your strategy be different knowing you could be out front?
Well, the question now is, do they counter? You saw that many guys pit. So Truex now knows he's going to cycle to the back if he tries to win this stage. And I think you have to stay out and win the stage. I don't think you could pit right here coming to 2 to go. He chooses not to. His staying out will close pit road at the start finish.
Last lap for Martin Truex Jr. In stage 1, Gibbs was out front for 17 laps. Truex Jr. has been out front for 12. Those are the only 2 that have led the field here at Pocono.
I was wrong, Rick. The pit road closed a lap ago. So Truex's bed was kind of made. During that pit cycle, he took 2 to go and closed pit road. So, hey, good news is I think he has a really high chance of winning the stage, which is that playoff point and a lot of points. I know he hasn't won a race, but moving up that regular season standings, Jeff, will help him with playoff points when they do start.
Good points.
Coming into this race, 2 playoff points for Martin Truex Jr. Now, as you had mentioned, he has about a 1-second lead over Denny Hamlin, and he is going to win stage 1 at Pocono. It's the 3rd stage win of 2024, so that means 1 more playoff point and his 3rd stage win at Pocono, as we see a good battle here between Logano and Brad Keselowski. Logano edges Keselowski right at the line.